weather. I'm watching Weather Travel right now. I just said that the new seasonal temperature outlook just came out, so I need to look at that. Let's make sure my address doesn't get revealed. Okay, our address did not get leaked. This was not a part of the plan for this video. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this. Near normal. We're gonna do DJF. It says it's still gonna be above that still. January, February, March is gonna be cooler still. But you have that above average. So this is like the dead of winter right here. Still above average. So yeah. Increased chances for southern snow, like monsoons, like in the west. So this is our climate prediction center. So we got new data from that. Okay, that was actually not part of the video. We usually start off the video with the storm prediction center. So we're going to talk about this now. So, yeah, so like I live kind of like right here near Savannah. I'm like in this little cutoff area right here where it's just like literally, bro, like why is that there? So slight risk throughout Mississippi, I meant Minnesota, all the way down to extreme northern Kansas. And then we have a slight risk extending from eastern Arkansas to northern Alabama, and then slight around most of the Delmarva and into North Carolina, and the Greenville Spartan and near the Greenville Spartanburg area, Rock Hill, I think. Has something to watch, and still a level 1 here for Arizona, southern Arizona. Let's look at our tornado. 2% throughout here and 5% in more depth of Delmarva. Wind 30%. That's crazy. Going down to 15 in these areas and 5. And our hail. Nothing much. This is the main area to watch though. Okay, let's go to our day 2 outlook now. And then we gotta remember to look at MSN, because I forgot to do that last video. And then we gotta go over La. I just have to say that just so I remember to go over it. So day 2 slight risk kind of around the same areas, but not Minnesota. Most of Nebraska and northern Kansas. The marginal risk has gone throughout the extreme southeast and the Gulf Coast, and thunderstorms for most areas that had the risks of weather for the day 1. Tornado 2% throughout, 2% in Chicago near Milwaukee, and Whitewater. Wind 15% throughout Nebraska and Kansas, 5% throughout the extreme southeast and Gulf Coast. Hail 5% through most of North and South Carolina. So that's our hail, and 15% for Nebraska. This is area to watch. There's a lot of cold air starting to build with these shorter days, and that's just going to continue to get worse. The European weekly long range in September. Level 1 risk for from Buffalo to Detroit, all the way down to Pikeville, and covering basically all of Ohio. And then a marginal risk near Idaho, Pierce, Idaho, and yeah, and thunderstorms throughout most of the country. Nothing much. Predictability too low for the days. Let's go ahead and get this ready for tomorrow. There we go. HRRR. We have our 23Z. We have to go back to our 22Z for the actual latest data of the day. So some severe storms off New Jersey near New York City. You have a little low going off the coast. And then severe storms throughout Wisconsin throughout the night into the early morning hours. Going into Minnesota for late tonight, actually. Severe storms probably happening at this recording, 8 p.m. is when I'm recording this. Now we're going to go to our 18Z for more extended. Storms going off in Tennessee in the midnight to early morning hours. And the storms through southern Wisconsin, especially communities like Madison and Whitewater. Storms going down to Kansas. Severe storms for the Carolinas, possibly even southern Georgia. If you can hear Travis, then just let me know in the comments. So talking about the winters, talking about the Northeast is going to be warm and it's going to be cooler throughout much of the South.
A lot of hate on this channel come December because everyone's going to say, I thought December was going to be bad. I think December could eventually really let us down if you're looking for a big winter storm. Now, across the West, I think it's going to be on. I think back to 1997, all those...
So Oklahoma is going to be hot today, Texas and surrounding states. Highs around 110 possible. That's already today. Highs around 110 possible for about the same areas in the desert Southwest. In western Mexico. Near the Gulf of California. Hundreds throughout the South. Gonna be another hot day. Saturday is gonna be kind of a relief for Georgia and the Carolinas. Kind of throughout the eastern, but parts of New York could get hot, though. So that definitely is something to monitor. Could be really hot. Hundreds in Mississippi, possibly in Arkansas and western Tennessee and Texas. Some thunderstorms might cool it down, though, for parts of Oklahoma and Texas.
This is the type of setup that could give you a big snowstorm in the mid-Atlantic, into the northeast, especially with the...
There we go. We got ourselves some high chances. There we go. We're doing good. Okay. We're done with that. Let's go to our CFS, our daily winter outlook, day 2. So December, let's compare this to yesterday. Kind of the same. December's gonna be warm for pretty much everyone except people who are on the Gulf Coast and in Mexico, especially like near Chihuahua. January, about average. I still don't buy this warm. I still don't buy this being warm. It's just how much it changes. Like, I don't think you could have a big change like that, though. And then going to February, still downturn on the cold. Like, I still think it's gonna be like way colder than this. This is unreasonable. Northeast is gonna be hot. That's what it's been doing. I don't think this area is gonna be that cold, though. I think it's gonna warm up. March, reasonable, I'd say. Don't think it's gonna be like that for this area, though, Northern Plains. April, I don't have much backup data on that, so in May, that's basically when all the cold disappears, except you're on the coast, right, in this area. So, yeah. Now let's go to our precip. So, pretty wet throughout the south through November, except the north. December is going to be wet basically for the entire East Coast. Yeah. January, don't buy this. I do not buy this warm blob right here. I've started to buy a little bit more. Started to downturn on that a little more. I think this is more reasonable, honestly. February, definitely not happening. This is not happening. Just, I'm saying, it's probably going to be 2 to 4 above average. I don't buy any of this warm in the, I'm dry in the south. West is definitely more favorable and reasonable. I just don't buy the east. I don't know why. I just got a friend texting me. Okay. I'll check that later. In March, like unreasonable, just like pattern overall. This is definitely not something you'd see on a winter outlook. Parts of Georgia could get lucky, honestly, and South Carolina as well. Like, this is kind of like where it's just like random, cause like it doesn't. But they are predicting next year to be a moderate La Nina. So next year would be a uptick on hurricane chances and activity. So, yeah. So I think we're gonna be entering a La Nina around this time next year. All right, next tab. Or Euro AI, I think. Yeah. So a little tropical system developing extremely north. Bringing impacts probably, I mean, not much impacts, but could be for Portugal and parts of Spain. Little tropical wave going off there, off the coast of Newfoundland. Okay, so now let's go forward. There's this first wave that's not going to do anything. This is the wave we need to watch, though. We're already at 11 minutes and we haven't even gotten through like halfway. Dang. We got a lot of content to go through. So this system strengthens. Once it weakens and it gets pulled out to sea, and that's when it strengthens. Last one definitely had it closer, but like they don't really know where this is gonna go yet, cause like it doesn't exactly know the trough off Canada. You do have highs that could like pull it toward. Like, let me look at the upper stuff, cause it has that little getaway right there. Cause it's kind of shifting. At the path, it might not bring impacts to Newfoundland, Atlantic Canada. Okay, so that's kind of it on that. Let's go to our Euro. What does our Euro have to say? Do we have our 8? No, I don't think we have our 18Z yet. It likes that tropical wave just forming in the ocean. Just a random tropical wave forming. And this high up here is kind of keeping it suppressed down a little bit further south. Yeah, so it's 130 high, so it's like a moderate high. Like I said, could bring impacts to Portugal, Spain, maybe some flooding, probably not, but something to watch if you're watching from there. I doubt it. I am pretty sure like most of my viewers are from the USA, so maybe Canada. Yeah, it really likes that first tropical system right here. And the Euro just kind of like just makes it go away. And then as it gets out of the Dominican area into the Antilles, that's when it gets it's still pretty far away, but it could actually do a maneuver kind of like Hurricane Aaron last year. It was this day last year when Hurricane Aaron was like right here or something. You know, like missed Bermuda, but it also kind of missed the Outer Banks, but it still brought some impacts, but not as bad as like it could have been for either one of those areas. This is kind of blocking it, but I do see this breaking in this trough, kind of pushing it out to sea. That's coming off right here. With Great Lakes in southern Canada, Ontario. So now we're going to look at our temperature outlook. We're going to first do our precip. There's this little system that's affecting Pennsylvania and Jersey today. Scatter rain showers throughout parts of eastern Ontario and western Quebec. Got some mountain rain. Lots of mountain rain, actually. This is just too far out at this point. Like, spotty showers basically throughout most of the East Coast. Then you have a low off Canada, and then, like, a severe weather setup could have some tornadoes. Tornadoes could be possible under that, and this as well. And those. Tornado outbreak could be possible throughout southern Saskatchewan, eastern Montana, and into North Dakota as September 2nd. You have a mid 999 low. That's kind of bringing all this energy. Energy goes into Minnesota, Wisconsin, and then goes to the Great Lakes, and then like impacts New York and the Northeast. So, something to watch, but not consistent, so we don't need to pay attention to this. Let's look at our temperatures. So the cold front's not going to be as strong. I mean, like compared to like a couple mall runs ago, kind of the same, but showing weakening trends. It's not going to be as good. It's like, it might have like a little bit more impressive afternoon highs compared to what it's been. Like, it'll be noticeably cooler, but not like a big Arctic outbreak in further southeast. Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, southern Georgia, and the shoreline of South Carolina could not have luck. Then the warm front takes over, and then right around when the severe storms happen, a cold area kind of pushes in. So let's see. Gonna be hot throughout the rest of this week and in the next week. Oklahoma and Texas could get up to 110 all the way out the next Tuesday. Hot in Canada. Parts of Canada could get to 80 degrees. And then we get hot again in the southeast. And I kind of say it's relatively average for its time of year around here. So, yeah, nothing too out of the normal. May have some above average lows throughout here. Could get hot again though. But kind of does want like a cooler front as the last run as well. So we're done with that. What are we on to next? National Hurricane Center. Yeah, it really likes that area right here that I've been talking about. That could impact Portugal and Spain. So, yeah, this is kind of all that we have here. You can see it right here. If you're out here, let me just zoom out. It's like literally almost out of the frame. Like, we don't see these tropical systems often that like track toward Spain and France and that area. That's just amazing. So we better not forget about. Okay, so we do have a new system to watch here, 2C. This could impact Hawaii right here. Cause you see Hawaii is still out of all of this. But it could end up shifting north. We don't know if that could happen, but that could happen. So this is the path of Tropical Depression 2C. Just tracking south of Hawaii. So Hawaii could get lucky, but it also could get really unlucky. Like, parts could get up to 1 foot of rain. So, yeah, this is Hawaii. Most of Hawaii could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. The northwestern islands, like the smaller ones, may see closer to 1 to 2. So, yeah, so that's kind of it for 2C. Definitely something we need to watch over the next couple days. Also, this has decreased from an 80 to a 70, and this is still a 60. These have not been invest yet, or C's or whatever. So yeah, nothing here. Yeah, I'm still surprised how the National Hurricane Center has not highlighted this system yet. Like, it's honestly still so surprising. Okay, we're already at 20 minutes. This is good because this is around the time when the oh my gosh, they're texting me again, bro. Hero AI and the Google DeepMind. These are the main models that we need, so that's good. So we already have about 142 hours, or 144 hours here. This is our 12Z, by the way. This is not our latest data. 18G's definitely uptrended it as well, so. The GFS models are finally starting to like this wave. How do we even show it? Let me actually show the GFS real fast. I don't really like showing it because it's just been so messed up over the past couple days. It finally likes the system. If you've been watching over the videos, you probably know what just happened. My mom's in the room again. I was about to move to the other room, but she shut the door, so that means I can talk again. So what I was explaining is I was kind of showing the upper anomalies, and I was actually so convinced that that was not going to happen in this video. But I'm so glad. I am not glad, actually. But at least it ups my streak. So, yeah. Okay, sorry, I kind of got distracted there with that. Okay. We need to, we're not actually going to arrange that. We need to go here now. So the GFS is starting to finally like the way, so. It's not good, but it's also good how it's agreeing. But it really wants to track it south, and then they all die in the hurricane graveyard. So let me compare this to our 12Z actually. Let's go to like 270. Still kind of has about the same stuff. Let's go to our Euro AI. Let's hope it has it. No, does it not? Yes, it does. I was actually so scared for a moment. Because I'm not going to be able to do the video without this. Okay, so let's see what it does here. Still kind of uptrend a little bit actually, so. But it does want a further north trend though, but no, actually kind of like a little bit more southward trend. As you can see right here with the spaghettis. What's the stronger ones to curve up north? And then once more members get closer to the US East Coast, so that's definitely something we still need to watch for. Because 12Z didn't want that. 06Z, 00Z was kind of the closest to the 18Z. Because see, you actually have a few members getting uncomfortably close, as you can see. Right here. So like I said, this is something to watch for sure. Could have potential to happen. we just need to keep watching, because it kind of lines up with yesterday with last night's video as well. Still kind of shows the same kind of trend. Please don't do it, Google DeepMind. Please don't do it. Yes, it didn't do it. It didn't do the glitch. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Still has a tropical wave going. Always, it just does this. Like, I started to like this model a little bit more now that it's starting to get onto this trend right here. But you just see more members forming right here. You just see how they're just spawning. Let's go out like another day. This is when you have more members forming, and also still a few getting it close to the US. 12Z, definitely a little bit of a downtrend. But 06Z, like, definitely a uptrend. Like, let me zoom in. It still wants a member, like, just doing this random thing. You have a 919 millibar low. I didn't even realize that. Bomb cyclone, technically, but it's a hurricane. I don't think I've ever seen I don't think I've ever seen below 920 actually. So yeah, this is our system right here. 12Z still had more though. So yeah, we might actually go over 30 minutes because we still gotta do MSN. We should check Hawaii. I'm pretty sure we can get a good view in there. And zoom out, and we should still. There we go. So that's Lala. That's the little tropical wave right there that the NHC, or National Hurricane Center, is talking about. I think this is 2C right here. It likes the idea of another tropical wave. Like, let me look right here. You're seeing 922 low. I don't think this is gonna impact anybody, but still. Depending on where it goes, it might get to Hawaii, probably not, but it has a 923 low just sneaking at the bottom. You have a 921 right there. And it looks like they weaken a little bit. Like, you're not seeing any like low numbers anymore. I really don't think it could impact Hawaii though. If you try to get it close to land over here though. And a few members do want it to get uncomfortably close to Hawaii actually. Actually a lot of them do. Something we need to watch there as well. Let's just go and set this up again. We should watch Northern Europe actually. We need to see if it just does this again. So there's this, like, could bring impacts to Portugal and extreme western Spain. We're gonna take this out the full run. Not much, but that's like a little system developing like off the Mediterranean Sea. Nothing too bad. It was like a weakened significantly before it gets the Portugal, Spain area. So that's kind of it for the tropics. Actually not. But that's kind of it for like the detailed stuff. The MSN is just another model that just gives us more accurate data on what could happen. So we're gonna look at that. Okay, close that out. We are going to refresh this. So we're at our tropics here. So this is, we're gonna watch Portugal and Spain first, see what happens. All tropical disturbance. So it gets closer. It still looks like it strengthens, but then it weakens, like right when it gets close to land. Could maybe still bring some 40-60 mile an hour wind gusts though. So yeah, but it looks like it weakens significantly by the time it gets to Portugal. So that's that on there. Now we're gonna look at the MDR. Where are we in Alaska time, bro? Put me back to EST. Oh, we're over 30 minutes. Nice. So like, it doesn't really want the wave until like the 25th. This is when it forms. Like, it already has like almost like 40 mile an hour gusts. Where would it be at this time next week? So let's go to about this time, 9 p.m. Has it down? It has it at around 40 miles an hour though. What is happening? Strengthens a little bit. It's up to about 50 miles an hour. But it doesn't show any signs of it curving north. Okay, sorry. Why does it do this? So it doesn't want that sign curving north. So yeah, this is something we definitely need to watch. So yeah, I'll provide more updates on this tomorrow, and actually let's look at 2C real fast. There's Lala right there. I think this might be our 2C right here. Bringing some decent gusts and winds to Hawaii. This could go north of Hawaii though. We have a system right there near Alaska. But, nothing much. Let's take a look at right now's temperatures in the world. Find where you are, and I'll hover the cursor at some spot so you can see what temperature it is. Zoom in on Hawaii a bit. China, India. A little world temperature overview. New Zealand. Cape Town. The Sahara Desert. Iceland. Norway. Svalbard. And then we got Russia. Okay, so besides that, that is it for... We actually gotta look at one more thing. We have got to look at our ocean analysis, so... El Nino right here, bringing it to about 4 Celsius above average. Let's look at our global sea temperatures. Pretty hot. Especially near Hawaii, where tropical development is favorable. So yeah. I'm gonna end off the video in about 15 seconds. I just want to get 35 minutes just for the funsies. what else do we have new on the GEFS? Nothing much, just one member curving up, and that's gonna be it for this weather video. See you tomorrow. Bye.